Vegans don't eat bacon, ice cream, or cake. Why? Let me give you 3 reasons why someone decides to become a vegan. Hey guys, welcome to My Holistic Strength. My name is Sandro, and I'm a vegan. Mostly. Before we get too far into this video, let's go ahead and define the word vegan. Veganism is a branch of vegetarianism. Both vegans and vegetarians don't eat any meat. The difference is, vegans also don't eat any dairy products, eggs, or any animal byproducts, such as honey. What are some reasons for someone to become a vegan? So I've observed 3 major reasons for why someone decides to change their life and start eating a vegetarian or vegan diet. The first reason is emotional. These types of people are huge animal lovers. They have a hard time bringing themselves to eat another living thing because of this reason. They look at all animals, no matter what type, the same way that maybe you and I would look at a dog or a cat or another pet. They have such a strong love for these types of animals that to them it'd be like eating a friend. The second reason is ethical. These types of people are morally outraged at the way that these animals are being mistreated just for our consumption. Some of these mistreatments include forcibly impregnating dairy cows so that they produce more milk, or injecting turkeys with so much hormones to produce bigger turkey breasts that they can't even stand up straight. The point of this video is not to give you a guilt trip or to make you feel bad about how these animals are being treated. The only reason we mention this is so that you can better understand where some of these morally outraged individuals come from. You see, they boycott the food industry when it comes to meat because their goal is to eliminate or at least minimize this type of treatment of animals. To them, it's completely unethical. The last reason is health benefits. This is the category that I personally fall into. The reason why I've decided to eat more of a vegan or vegetarian type of a diet is because it's been shown many times that consuming less meat and minimizing dairy products can help with overall health and longevity. On October 26, 2015, the World Health Organization came out with an announcement that it now considered processed red meats as a carcinogen, which means something that causes cancer. It put it into the same category as smoking cigarettes. If this is something that interests you and you'd like to read more about it, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 links in the description. Another way to look at it is the way that our body is designed and built. Human intestines are designed to be long and bumpy. The reason for this is so that the food can stay in them as long as possible and be absorbed of all their nutrients and all the minerals before they move on to the large intestine. Did you know the length of human intestines is 25 feet? That's 20 feet for the small intestine, which gets its name not for its length, but for its diameter, and 5 feet for the large intestine. To put that into perspective, if you were to take human intestines and stretch them up vertically, 25 feet is long enough to be taller than a 2-story building. In contrast to the long, bumpy intestines of humans, carnivores have super short and smooth intestines, almost pipe-like. The reason for this is because fermentates at body temperature extremely quickly. So their intestines are designed for the food to be absorbed of its nutrients and then disposed of as quickly as possible. Due to the length of the digestive tract in human beings, animal flesh is slowed down and tends to rot in the intestines. This sets the stage for many health problems. The next point is our teeth, and this is extremely basic stuff. Now, I'm sure you remember in school when you learned about the animal kingdom that animals with sharp teeth ate meat and animals with dull, flat teeth ate plants. Unfortunately, in our case, it's not that simple. Since we don't actually fall into either one of those categories, we fall somewhere in between. You see, we don't have sharp, jagged teeth like carnivores. Carnivores have predominant sharp canines and sharp incisors, but jagged molars. They're not designed for chewing. Instead, their jaws are made to rip into flesh and swallow it almost whole. But in herbivores, their jaws have absolutely no canines. They have flat and smooth molars that have been smoothed over from grinding their jaws side to side. Very different from what we do. You see, our jaws go up and down, We have small and dull canines, still sharp incisors, but we have molars not as smooth as herbivores. Our molars are more designed for crushing and not grinding. We as humans fall into the third category of omnivores. Now you may be thinking, wait, isn't he contradicting himself? Doesn't an omnivore mean something that eats meat and plant matter? Well, not exactly. An omnivore really means something that eats vegetables, fruits, nuts, and grains. And in some instances, like with bears, which are also considered to be omnivores, small amounts of meat, like salmon. A good example of a large animal that's an omnivore that eats absolutely no meat is one of my personal favorite animals, a gorilla. Now you may have been expecting me to tell you that we are herbivores, that we eat exclusively grass and plants, but that's not the case by the structure of our teeth. And even by that, we could go into deeper detail about our digestive tract and how it doesn't support that. Animals that are herbivores typically have more than one stomach. Something that I got asked a lot when I told people that I switched to eating more of a vegan or vegetarian diet was, have I noticed any changes in my performance when it comes to working out or strength training? And the answer is not at all. I have noticed no decrease in strength and no decrease in my stamina, endurance, or performance otherwise. In fact, I actually feel a lot lighter on my feet and I feel less bloated. After any given meal, I feel like I could almost immediately go for a run. Whereas before, after eating maybe a large meal with a lot of meat, I would feel sluggish and weighed down, and I have to wait several hours before I think I could actually get really active. What discussion about vegetarian or vegan diets wouldn't be complete without bringing up protein at least once? It seems to be everyone's favorite go-to when they find out you eat this way, and we seem to live in a society that's obsessed with animal proteins. Well, that's a video for another time. I'm actually planning to upload that very soon. When I do, I'll provide a link here for you to check that out. Now, the purpose of this video is not to convince you either for or against having a vegan diet. It's up to you to use your own discretion, your own personal research, and your own feelings about the matter to decide what kind of a lifestyle or diet style is best for you. My next video is actually going to be a follow-up video to this one, where I talk about the vegan diet in a little bit of a different light. When that video is uploaded, I'll be sure to provide a link by putting it here. I want to thank you so much for stopping by today, and I'll see you all next time. If you liked this video or felt you got something out of it, please leave a like and share with a friend. And if you want more content like this, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Do you have a nasty habit you wish you could break? Or maybe there's a habit you wish that you could build? Well, if that's you, go ahead and click on the top video where I showcase 3 ways that you can develop better habits today. If you're new to the channel and want to know a little bit more what we're about, go ahead and click the bottom video, which is our welcome video to My Holistic Strength. Until next time,